These are our blueberries that we planted in the yard. Y'all. Oh, it just says blueberry. It doesn't say what kind. That's not good. Let's see over here if this tag says. Nope, it says blueberry. Well, this tag says blueberry assorted sky or SKU, SKU. Can you see that? Anyway, this is going to be our little blueberry area. It looks perfectly crazy right in the middle of the yard because if you can see what we did, we thought of the plant instead of the place because the plant needs sandy land. And years ago, we had a load of sand dumped right here. And so blueberries love sand and to be watered. And I was worried about them because last night it got down. Oh, look at the flies that froze. I guess they froze. That's weird. Those bugs are weird. But I was scared that it had messed up all the blooms. You see this? What are they? I don't know what they are. That is weird. Weird. They're all over the place. Anyway, they're dead. So there's 3 different kinds of blueberry. Well, 2, the little ones are the same kind, and the big one is different. So they can pollinate each other. And Worth says it's time to get another big one to go right back in the back. So we'll have 4 that we'll be able to do together. I just love that idea. I love that idea. And I'm thinking about the blueberries that will be good for the families to come, my grandbabies, and hopefully my grandbabies' babies. But look, y'all, now the flower bed is in horrible shape, horrible shape because it's been winter time, and granted, it's just the first week of March. But look, I have a gladioli that's blooming, and the lilies are coming up. That's so cool. They're all going to be blooming soon. And the daffodils already did their thing. This is a lilac bush that was given to me by the neighbors. And that's coming back. We have some more lilies that are planted. I'm just tickled to death. And then down here by the water, we have our apple trees. And they, can you see the blue heron? And look, the geese are down here. We just have a few that are down here. And they don't know us like the other ones did. Mr. and Mrs. Goose are gone, I'm afraid. Mrs. Goose did not make it through the winter, we suppose. She never showed back up. And geese supposedly mate for life. And so Mr. Goose called for his missus for weeks, and she never came back. And so he has gone his merry way. And the way that we can tell that is Mr. and Mrs. Goose were not afraid of us. They had been coming up here for well over 10 years, and they were not afraid of us. But these are not afraid, but a little shy. So my apple trees got down to 32 last night. I don't know. This is Lessie. Y'all meet Lessie. This is my Lessie, my apple tree. Red Delicious. And my grandmama, Miss Lessie, had bright red hair. Can you see the leaves and the blooms and the things that are starting to come out? But I got this last year from the grocery store for like $17. And then over here, we have Miss Anna Grace. Now, Anna Grace had a little boo-boo right there. But guess what? We grafted it back together and it's doing just fine. She doesn't have the blooms. This is a pink lady. She doesn't have the blooms. There's a dead piece. She doesn't have the blooms that Leslie does, Miss Anna Grace. But when you scratch, let me show you, scratch the bark a little teeny bit. Look at there. She's alive and well. Got some green going in this baby. There is Anna Grace and Miss Leslie. Anna Grace is a pink lady. And there's Miss Leslie. So we have a lot of wonderful things that are going on. It's supposed to get cold again tonight. And next week it's supposed to be like 32 degrees. Oh, let me show you one more little fun thing. See if I can get it. This is where we feed the geese and the ducks and so forth. But I wanted to show you. This might be the mama turtle of those babies that we saw the other day. There's a big turtle. Yeah. So, we're looking for our babies to come back. Looking for our babies. Turned out to be a beautiful day today. It's in the 50s. I'm dressed in a sweater. I don't know how to turn it around except for to turn it around. I'm dressed in a sweater today. I don't even know if you got to see my face. But I just went running into town with a few errands. And I thought maybe you might like to see the day. This is our wood that we have. Some of it that is old and falling apart. Some animals did that. But those wood chips are going to go good in the garden, aren't they? Aren't they going to be great in the garden? And then this tree right here, that one right there, is an elderberry. It just came up out of nowhere. I guess the birds pooped it out. And we have our 1,000-head kale that's still coming along. My husband said, Ann, you need to break off a leaf, one of these leaves. I'm going to let it go through this next freeze before we harvest it. But you need to break off one of those leaves and taste it. It's the sweetest stuff you ever would taste, put in your mouth. Of course, it's supposed to be like, way bigger than that. But maybe next year. Maybe next year. One of our broccolis that is left. Yeah, it's flowering, so it's no good. But I might be able to save some of those seeds. That's why we left it, so I could get some seeds to maybe have some broccoli seeds for next year. And then we have another one that's potentially going to seed that I might be able to get some seeds off. I don't know. This cold weather coming up. And there's another 1,000-head kale that it ain't 1,000 head, I can promise you. But here's the garden for today. We're going to soon, in about a month's time, by April the 3rd, we will be bringing some chickens to the homestead. That's going to be so fun. I can't let them free range much. We're going to be having them over in that area on this side of that little white shed over there. But we can let them free range over in the extra lot a little bit. Just not constantly because it's against the rules where I live to be able to have free range. But y'all, look at this lettuce. I can have a salad tonight. We're going to have some pork chops and salad. That would be great. That's fresh, so that'll be good. Got some onion tops, and we have some more onions that are growing over here, and garlic. And my parsley is keeps poking his little head out. Hey, did you get frostbite last night? Because it got down to 32, I believe. And I was worried about all my babies out here. Soon, this is going to be looking completely different with some new things going on in it. There's our chicken coop to be. So I'll walk back over. Hey, y'all, I got one more thing. Now, no judgment on the ferns, okay? Because I'm getting ready to show you some ferns that are past dead. I remember listening to T-Nog the other day, and she said, honey, sometimes when things look dead, they dead, baby. And that's true. And, I'm thinking they might be gone. But look at these figs. They don't know that it's just the first week of March. They don't know. Y'all are in my messiest area of my yard. And I'm coming over here. This area right here that was a flower garden for the last 2 years is getting ready to be completely cleaned out. Now, I planted all this grass, but it's starting to take over, and this whole mound will be grass if I'm not careful. So I'm going to have to pull that up, and then I thought I would put it around the edge of the blueberries over there. But this is going to be my herb garden this year. Doesn't that sound cool? We have a couple more frosts that are in the way, and then after that, it should be gone. By the end of March, we should be okay. I do have some flowers that are coming up here, but I'm just going to cut all that back. And flowers and herbs go beautifully together, right? My little windmills. So let's finish up the trip back by the blueberries. We had Anna Grace and Leslie over there for the apple trees. Anna Grace and Leslie. And then we're going to end up back here. I'll get y'all to help me name my blueberry bushes. Oh, it'll sweet, babe. Oh, there's another dead. What is that, y'all? What kind of a bug is that? And it's like they froze to death right on the flower, which is okay, I guess. But we got some 2 little ones and 1 bigger one. That's the one that I bought from Lowe's when I went in looking for a tiller and came out with a blueberry bush. Isn't that how it happens? So we're going to have to name those, and I need 1 more to go right there. I need 1 more. We'll put a little border, a little mulch around it, and maybe a few little herbs or flowers right in there, something that's low. And I do want to put that extra green grass all around there. So this is the land of plenty today, y'all. I just wanted to say hey and see how everybody's doing. I really appreciate you being here. And my yellow forsythia is blooming. I just can't seem to say goodbye, so that's what I'm going to do. I love y'all. Take care. Bye-bye now.